What you gonna do, fiat dollar? Or CryptoBullGod and his cryptomaniacs and the entire cryptocurrency market run wild on you?
Welcome in. I am the CryptoBullGod, and in today's video, what we're going to do is look at several charts focusing on Bitcoin because, as I always say on this channel, so goes Bitcoin, so goes the rest of the market. But we're also going to take a look at a few other charts and build the narrative that all of these charts are building bullish structure and momentum to crush their prior all-time highs and create new all-time highs. You will feel convicted about this, and hence create a stairway to heaven. Please take a moment to subscribe to the channel. Please like the video, give a thumbs up, and drop a comment because it is the best way that you can provide support and express appreciation for the content that I work very hard to put out. You can find me on Twitter. My mouse isn't working. You can find me on Twitter at CryptoBullGod. You can also find me at Tradingview, YouTube, and Instagram at CryptoBullGod. Just a quick disclosure that none of what I'm sharing is financial advice. I'm looking to educate, help, and spread sound technical analysis to help others in making informed decisions. However, the ownership falls on you to make your own personal financial decisions. So let's get into it. We're going to start off with Bitcoin, like I said. Now, I had this drawn slightly different earlier. Actually had it drawn somewhat like this. But basically what I was showing was an ascending triangle. Now, that pattern got invalidated what I had drawn out initially, but as long as you're not drawing lines and making up things and drawing through candle bodies, as the price action develops, we can reformulate what the price action looks like, and this still looked like an ascending triangle. So we're bouncing around in here, okay? And we just broke out. Now, the technical target, if the ascending triangle does actually play out, would be somewhere from the body of the formation to the top, which would technically be there. And that would put us over 50,000 at around 50,500. Okay, so if this pattern plays out in the short term, we could see something around 50,500. The next thing I wanted to share with you concerning the smaller time frames was, if you scroll back and look at 2 videos ago, I was trying to take a unique look at the charts and build the narrative that, you know, Bitcoin was building bullish structure, and the way that we could actually take a unique view at this, or build the argument is what I was trying to say earlier, is that we can actually zoom in on a 4-hour time frame, and what we see is a golden cross, the 50 purple line cross above the 200 pink simple moving average. Any time frame when you have that, it's a golden cross. Okay, so we see it on the 4-hour. Well, as we continue to build higher highs and higher lows, creating bullish momentum moving forward, we can see this bleed over into a higher time frame. So let's go to the 8-hour time frame. And what did we see? Well, look what we saw. We saw another bullish cross. Another golden cross, excuse me. If we go over to the 12-hour, which I love spending so much time on, okay, what we can see is we very recently, and something I've tweeted about and spoken to, we got another golden cross, okay? Now, eventually, what technicians will really get honed in on is they look at that 1-day chart. So eventually, this is going to bleed over into the 1-day chart, okay? And we can take a look at that in a moment. But one of the things I wanted to speak to here, these 2 green lines, these are now areas of, they were prior resistance, and they should turn into support. Worst case scenario, I've spoken to the prevalence, the importance of the 200 simple moving average on the 12-hour chart. I do not want to see price levels get below, candle body closes below the 200 simple moving average. Again, price wicks. What are price wicks? Tell me what price wicks are. You should know this by now if you've been here for a while. Price wicks are an expression of volatility. So we could go below the 200 simple moving average. Wow, that was a stutter. But we don't want to close below. Okay, so right now the 200 simple moving average is around 38,600. So we'll say 38 to 39,000. I don't want to see daily candle closes or 12-hour closes below that level, okay? The name of the game at this point is to continue building higher highs and higher lows, recognizing that as prices become overextended and the price indicators tell us such, we will see 20% pullbacks, 25% pullbacks. That's not uncommon, maybe even 30% pullbacks. But we want to continue to see the higher highs and higher lows being built within the price. The last thing I actually wanted to touch on this, I guess there's two things. This is the 1 day. So one of the things I wanted to kind of sketch out for you, if the 50 continued to curl up, okay, look at it curling up, curling up, curling up, curling up. And as the 200 simple moving average continues to kind of go sideways, kind of going up, looks like we need to extend this a little further. We could essentially see a cross. I mean, this is a rough sketch, but around mid-September or towards the beginning of the September, maybe around the 5th to the 15th. This is a rough sketch, okay? Somewhere between the 5th to the 15th of September, we could see a golden cross on the daily chart. Now, this is critical because technical analysts will look at this, and this will be a bullish buy signal for them to get into the market. So you'll see new money. You will see new money get into the market, thereby driving volume and driving price up. Okay, so this is very critical to look for. The other thing, though, I wanted to point out on this chart real quick before we get into a different time frame, does this not look like a V-shaped bottom? Okay, if by mid-September, okay, that's the line right here. Okay, if by this is a rough sketch. Okay, I'm not a prognosticator. I'm not Nostradamus. Okay, I'm drawing a rough sketch. But if by mid-September, this is the 13th of September, we saw price action come down here and come back up here, consolidate and move up. When we zoom out months from now, and we'll come back from this months from now, okay? I'm going to be doing a lot more videos months from now. So we'll come back to this video. But would this not look like a V-shaped recovery to you in the grand scheme of things? Oh, yes, it would. And remember how you were stressing out? Oh, my God, Wyckoff. Oh, the accumulation, what's going to happen? What was the crypto bull god saying during all of this price action in here? What was I saying? You're damn right, Captain Picard. The line shall be drawn here, this far and no farther. All right? I said $30,000 was the bottom. I've been saying it for months. I've been saying it since the beginning. Yes, we wicked 28,600, but if anyone with any level of intelligence and common sense could recognize, I said this fucking area would be the bottom, and I've been spot on, okay? And there are other technical analysts out there who have been saying that. I need you right now, all humor aside, I need you to pay attention to two types of technical analysts in this space. Well, one of them might be a technical analyst, the other is a hype artist, okay? Let's get to the most common, which is the hype artist. As we continue up in price, there are going to be people calling for $500,000 plus Bitcoin in this cycle. It's not going to happen. While there's a probability for everything, no certainties, a probability for everything, and you could assign a probability to $500,000 this bull cycle, the probability is so motherfucking low that it's not even worth calculating, okay? These people tug on your emotional heartstrings, okay? Then you have other people. There's a person with a prominent YouTube channel. Followers on YouTube and Twitter is not synonymous with the predictive nature of calls or the relative accuracy of calls, okay? There's someone out here who has a prominent following back in 2020 who said Bitcoin would never exceed its $20,000 all-time high, most likely until late 2021. Incorrect. Now, when we saw this bearish price action down here, this same analyst came out with, I don't even know how many, it just irritates me sometimes. Sorry. This person has a lot of followers. The same person came out and said, yeah, you know, most likely Bitcoin's not going to exceed its prior all-time high of 65,000 until late 2022. And don't quote me, but I also think this person said maybe not even until 2023, but he definitely said until late 2022. Let me tell you something. Be very cautious about who you're following, okay? There's a lot of humor on this channel, but everything I provide to you is logic. All the hypotheses that I form regarding future price direction, it's based on multiple data points. I will leave a link to a video a couple months back where I spoke about 6 empirical data points. And there's more science data models than that, but I spoke to 6 empirical data points and why all of the independent data points led us to the conclusion that while we were seeing bearish price action, the bull cycle, the all-time high, had not occurred. Okay? Be very careful about who you follow. Understand the data they're using and how they're drawing their conclusions. If someone is drawing their conclusions without any data, or if someone is drawing their conclusions on one or two data science models or one or two charts, you really have to ask yourself how much credence you can put behind that as compared to someone who's providing multiple data points and sound rationale as to why we have not topped. Just keep this in mind moving forward. The point of this is not to say that you know, during this time, oh boy, I was right and other people were wrong. That's not the point of this. I have been wrong and I will continue to be wrong and I will own that. The point is when someone gives you a solidified conclusion and hypothesis regarding future price direction and their outlook of the market, you better understand the underlying assumptions that that individual is making. I'm very crystal clear in the assumptions I make and the data I'm using to derive the price projections and price points that I'm reaching within this overall market and my general sentiment. So please keep that in mind. All right, and that's all I get a little passionate sometimes. If you haven't dropped a like, you haven't subscribed to the channel, or you haven't left a comment, please do so. Do you feel the passion right now? All right, let's get into the weekly. The only thing I wanted to focus on the weekly chart here is this, to me, looks like a rounding bottom, okay? And I fully expect, this isn't an exact price target, but the point of this drawing is to show you we have a rounding bottom here. And I completely expect, again, weekly view, I completely expect by September at some point, maybe late October, maybe late September, we will challenge and break that all-time high. Okay, that is what I'm expecting. This is on the monthly view. A couple things to point out on the monthly. Very bullish. I've spoken to this. We're remaining above the 10 simple moving average, the blue line. The other thing is look at the RSI. I spoke a couple videos ago about the importance of the 60 on the RSI. We remain above that. Very bullish. Let's now take a look at the stochastic RSI because there's something I wanted to point out here. Okay, so for the stochastic RSI, what I wanted to point out here is we're above 20. You can't see it. My camera's blocking it, but we're above 20. We're also about to get a cross. The cross will occur in either September or October, depending on how bullish price action is. But we should get a cross here, which is a bullish indicator. Now, these indicators, when they turn bullish, it's not a sign that prices are immediately moving up and we're going to the moon, okay? That's not what I'm saying. What they are is indicators. They're indicators of bullish or bearish price direction depending upon which movement the indicator is going and telling us, okay? That's all it is. They're just leading indicators. It's telling us the highest probability of the future direction of price. Hopefully that's helpful, all right? The last thing I wanted to say before we get off Bitcoin, look, it's entirely possible and feasible that we could entertain levels in the $50,000 range and see a 25 to 30% correction. This is nothing abnormal. Don't get emotional about it, okay? It would not be uncommon. You know, another key area I tweeted about, it's important to follow me on Twitter, hence. I talked about $53,000, right around that area, right? So it wouldn't surprise me for Bitcoin to get up to around $53,000 and see a 20% pullback or 25, 30% pullback, all right? Whatever the percentage is. I don't know about 30. But it wouldn't surprise me to see a 20% pullback or a little more, okay? So don't get emotional about that. The point is we want to continue creating that stairway to heaven. We want to continue to create the higher highs and higher lows to build bullish momentum and smash our all-time high. Let's get into Ethereum. This is a 4-hour view. The reason I'm showing the 4-hour view here, take a look at this beautiful price action. High, low, higher high, higher low. We're going to continue going higher. In my opinion, we might get as high as 35,000. Very bullish price direction on Ethereum. I wanted to show that on the 4-hour. Okay. Now, let's zoom out. This is actually the view I like to look at on Ethereum here is a 3-day. You can see this was a prior red area of resistance I spoke to, red zone of resistance. We flipped it. Anytime we flip an area of resistance, it turns into what? Support. So we change the color from red area of resistance to green. Ooh, green. Green, my favorite color. Green area of support. Okay, so if we come down to this level, I would expect it to hold as support. Let's quick talk to these red lines. Let's further zoom out on a weekly view. The reason, again, red areas of resistance. Candle body right here, look. Candle body, candle body. That's an area of about 3,600, okay? How did I get the 3,900 area? Candle body, all right? And then this is roughly 4,400. We're going to call it 4,400, all-time high. So main areas of resistance I'm looking for on Ethereum moving forward that you want to keep an eye on, it would be 3,600, 3,900, and 4,400. Those are the three main areas of resistance I'm looking at. Once we smash 4,400 and continue to create the Stairway to Heaven, well, we're on a moon mission. Let's get into HBAR. HBAR Barons, the first part of the Holy Crypto Trinity, the father himself, HBAR. This is a massive bull flag. I don't see how you can't see it any other way. This is green area of resistance, red area of support. This is on the weekly. On the smaller market cap projects, I like to zoom further out on the time views because, again, anytime we zoom out, we have more price data contained within each candlestick. It lends itself to a more credible view of the price action and formations that we're seeing within the chart. This is a massive bull flag. You can see the pole and the consolidation here. Okay. The other thing I want to point out, the MACD is about to cross positive. I think it's going to cross next week the way it looks. Stochastic RSI is above 20. We have a bullish cross here. All things are primed here. All things are primed here to smash up into this 30 cent area and then break 46 cents and start, moving towards $1 plus. So we'll keep an eye on that. One of the things I spoke to with One Harmony is that just look at this. Is this not the same formation that we saw over here? I mean, it's the same thing, all right? Splitting hairs if you're trying to point out price differentials or price movement differentials, but it's the same damn thing. We have a flagpole and a flag. It's a bull flag, and we're going a lot higher. Once we start getting up into the 20 cent area, we're going to smash our all-time high of 23 cents. We're going to move up towards 50, 60, 70 cents in the blink of an eye, okay? We will come back to this video and assess the relative accuracy of what I'm saying. The other thing to point out, same thing. Stochastic RSI, bullish. MACD, it's going to cross probably next week. Maybe it might take an extra week. Bullish. Let's get into mana, the Holy Spirit, the last component of the Holy Crypto Trinity. This was an ascending triangle that I spoke to. You see price action. This is on a 2-day. I've been tweeting about this and speaking to it. You see the consolidation? We broke above it. Guess what this is? Oh, are you upset? Are you getting emotional that mana hasn't broken out higher for all the people who are allowing their emotions to control them, which is a money killer? Look, we're consolidating right at prior resistance here and creating support. We backtested. We're moving up here. You see this? Again, we'll come back to this at some point and assess the relative accuracy. We're coming up right in here. It's between $1.14 and $1.25. Once we get up here, okay, we smash up into this area, we'll create some support. We're going to smash through $1.68. We're going to look back on this several months from now. $1.68 a couple months from now is going to be laughable because we're going to be at several dollars, okay? We'll come back. We'll take a look at that. This is MATIC. So this is a red area of resistance that I tweeted about. I spoke about coming up to the red area, being rejected, consolidating, and bursting through. Look what happened, okay? We don't have to look at the price indicators. They're all bullish, no negative divergences. What do we do when we smash an area of resistance? Well, we turn it into a green area of support. Red turns to green, right? We're going to extend this out. So if we have a pullback, what I would expect is to be somewhere in this area. Again, we can wick below because wicks are expressions of volatility. But we don't want to see candle body closes get below here. So look how close we are to 270, which is the all-time high. I guarantee you within the next several weeks, we're going to smash through 270. I shouldn't say I guarantee you. Shouldn't use that phrase because I can't guarantee you anything, but I feel very convicted that the 270 level is going to be breached within the next several weeks here. We're not far away. So MATIC is the bullish of altcoins that we've taken a look at here. I mean, the 50 didn't even go below the 200 SMA. I mean, this thing is massively bullish. The last chart I want to look at, this is on a weekly view, XLM Stellar. This is a massive cup and handle I spoke to. Let's look at the price action first. We're starting to break out of the handle. This is going to several dollars. If you want to see a price projection or price projection range, go to the Holy Crypto Trinity video. But we're starting to break out of the handle of this massive bullish formation. Stochastic RSI turning bullish, getting above 20 with a cross. And the MACD is about to, you can't see it. The MACD is going to cross probably, I would say, within the next 2 weeks. So price action is starting to get uber bullish with XLM. If you haven't stocked up on 20 to 30 cents, we're going to be well above $1 before you know it. So again, we will come back to assess the relative accuracy of this video. Now, in closing, what I did want to say is for everybody out there who's been bearish on the price action, for the crypto bears, oh, you have to be feeling pretty stupid right about now, I'm going to be honest. I've provided way too much data over the past couple months to leave everyone feeling more convicted towards the continued bullish narrative that we're going to see moving forward into the end of this year. Okay? So for all the crypto bears, well, I say a prayer for you, because we're only going to be going up and up a lot higher from here. So until next time, spread awareness and carry the education forward.